brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I'm Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin.
As many as 27 more coronavirus cases surfaced in Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday, taking the total in the Union Territory to 440. Rohit Kansal, Principal Secretary Planning J&K, said all of the fresh COVID-19 cases reported on Wednesday are from the Kashmir division. Out of the 407 COVID-19 cases, 56 are from Jammu, while the majority 351 cases are from Kashmir. Kargil in the Union Territory of Ladakh on Wednesday became corona-free with long-remaining patient of the district testing negative twice and was discharged from the hospital along with another COVID-19 positive person of Leh, which has reduced total corona patients in the UT to just 2. Commissioner Secretary Health Ladakh Rigzin Samphal said a total of 83 reports of coronavirus tests were received and all of them were negative. They include 2 COVID positive patients, one each from Leh and Kargil districts, who have tested negative for second consecutive time and were declared as treated and accordingly discharged from the COVID hospital. Jammu and Kashmir government on Wednesday granted financial relief of rupees 1 crore to lawyers whose livelihoods have been severely hit due to the coronavirus-induced lockdown. J&K Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu on Wednesday handed over a cheque of rupees 1 crore to Registrar General Jammu and Kashmir High Court Jawad Ahmed in the presence of High Court Bar Association Jammu President Abhinav Sharma. Within minutes of Sri Amarnath Ji Shrine Board announcing cancellation of the Amarnath Yatra due to coronavirus pandemic, the Jammu and Kashmir administration on Wednesday said the press note was cancelled and withdrawn. However, nothing else was said, giving rise to uncertainty over the 42-day-long yatra, which was scheduled to commence from the twin tracks of Pahalgam in Anantnag district and Baltal in Ganderbal district on June 23rd. The Jammu and Kashmir High Court on Wednesday heard the government's submissions over the impending Darbar move amidst the coronavirus outbreak and reserved its order. A division bench of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court comprising Chief Justice Geeta Mittal and Justice Rajneesh Oswal on Wednesday heard the government's submissions about the pending Darbar move during the COVID-19 pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with Chief Ministers via video conferencing on April 27 morning on the way ahead in the fight against coronavirus. This will be the third video conference of the Prime Minister with the Chief Ministers after the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic in the country. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Wednesday said the return of people stranded in different parts of the country due to the lockdown to their native states will pose a major challenge after the curbs are lifted. During a video conference with councillors and corporators from across Jammu and Kashmir to discuss COVID-19 related issues, the Udhampur MP said the return movement of people to the Union Territory from other parts of the country will also pose a challenge. Pulwama and Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir have become coronavirus-free as all 4 patients in the 2 districts have recovered from the infection, according to a bulletin issued by the Union Territories administration on Wednesday. While Pulwama had reported 3 cases of COVID-19, the disease caused by coronavirus, Kishtwar had 1. Pakistan is pushing militants infected with COVID-19 into Kashmir to spread the disease among the people of the valley, Director General of Jammu and Kashmir Police Dilbag Singh said on Wednesday. This is something on which there is a need to take precaution, he told reporters in central Kashmir's Ganderbal district after reviewing security measures taken in view of COVID-19 outbreak. A COVID-19 sample collection kiosk has been set up at Gandhinagar Government Hospital, Jammu to ramp up testing for the deadly virus. The COVID walk-in sample collection kiosk, probably the first such facility in Jammu and Kashmir, will also ensure the safety of health workers while collecting samples for coronavirus testing. The sample collection kiosk was made according to the prescribed guidelines after inspection and approval by a team of senior officials of the Health and Medical Education Department. The Jammu and Kashmir administration will constitute multiple 3-member teams to check and monitor patient care facilities at dedicated COVID-19 hospitals across the Union Territory. Financial Commissioner, Health and Medical Education Department Atal Dullo issued directions in this regard to directors of health services while chairing a meeting to review facilities being provided to coronavirus patients at such hospitals. Special Operations Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police on Wednesday recovered arms and ammunition from a hideout location in Sheendhara area of Poonch district. The recovered arms and ammunition include one AK-47 rifle, 3 AK magazine, 43 AK rounds and Chinese pistol, 1 pistol magazine and 1 pouch. A snow leopard killed 37 sheep and pashmina goats in a remote village near Leh, taking the number of livestock perished in wild animal attack over the past 4 weeks in the district to 170. Caught snow leopard will be released back into the wild after a few days. In a significant move, the Union Cabinet on Wednesday amended the Epidemic Disease Act 1987 through an ordinance in order to ensure safety of health workers at a time when there has been a spate of attacks on them. Any violence against health workers may now bring steep fines and even imprisonments up to 7 years. The amendment has ensured that the investigation takes place in a time-bound manner. A special provision is also made in the ordinance in case vehicles or clinics are damaged. In such cases, 2 times the cost will be recovered from the assailant. Principal Secretary Sheep and Animal Husbandry and Agriculture Production Department Naveen Kumar Chaudhary on Wednesday chaired a meeting regarding finalization of plan under CAPEX for the year 2020 and 21 of Agriculture Production Department. Threadbare discussions were held to finalize plan under CAPEX for the year 2020 and 21 as per ceiling convened by Finance Department. It was given out that under the revenue budget of Agriculture Department, Rs 19 crore has been demanded for various schemes of agriculture for the welfare of farmers community and renovation of buildings and purchasing of machinery for Agriculture Department. Vice Chairman Lakes and Waterways Development Authority Tufail Mattu took an extensive tour of Hadura, Bakura and Dignibal catchment area of Dal Lake to review the ongoing works done in the area by the Watershed Management Division. The VC was informed that the division has planted 60,000 plants in the catchment area of Dal Lake during current plantation season. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Basir Ahmed Khan on Wednesday directed for the early resumption of various works to be carried out under Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act to kickstart the rural economy besides providing monetary relief to scores of daily wage workers. The advisor issued these directions during a meeting held with Divisional Commissioner Kashmir Pandurang K. Pol, Secretary Rural Development Department Sheetal Nanda and Deputy Commissioner of J&K here through video conferencing. Chief Secretary Jammu and Kashmir BVR Subramaniam on Wednesday visited Udhampur and convened a meeting to review the measures being taken up towards containment of COVID-19 pandemic in the district. Chief Secretary appreciated the efforts of the district administration towards containing the spread of COVID-19. He advised to complete the testing of symptomatic patients and asked to quarantine all the persons who have come from outside the state. The Member Parliament Ladakh Jamyang Sering Namgyal has sent complete lab equipments to Leh by air from Delhi for establishment of COVID-19 testing laboratory in Ladakh, which will also cater other vital diagnostic facilities in Ladakh. The World Health Organization on Wednesday said that the COVID-19 crisis will not end anytime soon, with several countries only in the initial stages of the fight against the virus. COVID-19 has infected more than 2.6 million people around the world, and a total of 1,83,027 people have died due to the coronavirus. US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order pausing immigration for 60 days to protect the jobs of Americans laid off due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The temporary suspension of immigration will affect those who are legally seeking entry into the United States for employment purposes, but not the ones who are already living in the country, the order said. Two motorcycle-borne persons allegedly attacked journalist Arnab Goswami's car in Mumbai and tried to break its glass window when he and his wife were on their way home in the early hours of Thursday. Both the attackers have been arrested. With 1,409 new cases and 41 deaths reported in the last 24 hours, India's total number of COVID-19 positive cases reached 21,393 on Thursday, said the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The total number of cases includes 16,454 active cases and 681 deaths. As many as 4,257 people have been cured or discharged so far, while one has migrated. Maharashtra continues to remain the worst affected state with 5,652 COVID-19 positive cases so far. The state has reported 269 deaths, the highest fatality rate among the states.